Hello, welcome to PlayStation Access. My name's Nathan and I'm here with Rob.
Hello.
Rob, look, it's Doom Eternal.
I know, you've not shut up about this for about the last week now.
But the most exciting thing about it is that it's finally playable on PS4. We've been watching a load of stuff on PC. That's what I think that's what they've been showing on mostly. So I finally got the chance to play it properly, and this is it running on PlayStation 4.
And how was that?
Oh, it is really good. I don't know.
Surprise.
But there are some surprising things about it, actually, which I did want to bring up in this video. I was going to make this into a list feature, and I thought instead of that, I'm just going to show it because...
Has the moon been broken?
The moon has been bust up.
Wow.
So the original with Doom 2016, it's not quite clear whether it's a continuation or a reboot, right? Which is one of the things that I like about it. But it does follow the same basic principle of you're on Mars, then you're in hell, and then you win. And this one is like, do you remember the original Doom 2 was called Hell on Earth, and Hell invaded Earth.
And there's a big old hellish glyph on the Earth there.
Exactly. And this whole intro, this is the intro sequence, and it's basically showing us that Hell has been invaded. Earth has been invaded. But look, here's you in your... This is called the Fortress of Doom.
I like how it's, the setup of Doom is so, oh my god, demons invading, but... You're like even more terrifying than that. That's one of the things about Doom I really enjoy.
There is a bit more to the lore this time as well, which I've been sort of looking into, and I've been paying attention to the... You know what I'm like, I don't normally read the stuff that I pick up.
No.
But I have done. And
I like that, sorry. Those are some good... I like it when the credits are like in the game.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And really, I just wanted to give a sense of what I was enjoying about Doom was in giving it a bit more lore. It's got this enormous scale and this sort of heavy metal, like, gothicness, but it's also got like this sci-fi-ness to it as well, and it just throws it all into the pot. And it's pretty 80s in some respects, or maybe early 90s, and it's just pretty metal. That's the whole thing. It's sort of hell fused with science fiction, fused with like guns and rock music.
That's cool. I like how unapologetic it is about all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And the when the riffs kicked in and there's like versions of the music from the original game, I was like, I'm just ready to blow stuff up now. And basically, that is what I then went and did. This is just a really quick before. Like I said, most of this video is just combat. But this is just a bit. There's a bit more lore.
I thought it was. Is this like Is this how you talk to NPCs in Doom?
This is really early on. Yes, it is. You do a bit more like.
Oh, he's dead.
And this is like a flashback of his. You do a bit more looking into like hell and the past and where the Slayer himself is from. And there's an ancient race called Sentinels, I think. And they've been invaded by hell, eons ago.
Yeah.
And you're of that race, and you kind of retrace the steps. This is the old king. So this is what I mean. It's got like a real...
The old king of the Sentinels?
Yeah.
I see.
And that's why you're bowing to him. And now we get into the combat. You can slow... I did a little slow down of time then. So I'm going to talk about the combat now. I'm going to do another video closer to release, which is like a proper guide. But I'm just going to try and give you a sense of what you're seeing and why Doom's combat is so unique. And I think it is unique. It's even different from the one in 2016.
Right.
You have a weapon wheel, which will come up occasionally in combat. The main weapons, like in classic Doom, they run along the top of the PC keyboard. So it's like pistol, shotgun, chain gun, rocket launcher, plasma rifle,
right.
BFG. You have the same ones and they're on a weapon wheel, but now they all have a secondary function. And in fact, they all have two secondary functions, which then can be upgraded as well. And you can switch between the functions, as well as switching between the weapons at any point.
Is that an imp?
The imps throw fireballs. This is a cacodemon.
Okay.
I've actually dealt with that very badly, and I normally would have just not shown this bit. But one of the things about the combat now is that resource management happens sort of within the combat itself. So you're running around. The environments are designed to be run around. You can sort of see there's like a bar for... That's how the chainsaw is used these days. The chainsaw is extremely powerful, and one of the things it does is that whoever you chainsaw will just blow up with resources. So the reason I did that is because I had no ammo. And because I had no ammo, I couldn't use my grenade launcher, which is part of my shotgun. And if you grenade launch the cacodemons in their mouths, they get stunned straight away, and then you can go in for a glory kill. These are glory kills.
Why do you want to do a glory kill?
Because then the person bursts with health, extra health. Everyone who dies gives you health, but glory kills gives you extra health.
So basically, the enemies are loot boxes and health packs, and you have to do the right thing to them to make them blow up.
Exactly, and the big ones have weak spots. Like, he had a cannon on top of his head, and I shot it using my zoomed-in focus, which is one of the chain gun's powers, and then I set him on fire to get some armor from him, because when you shoot enemies who are on fire, you get armor.
Right.
So your flamethrower sits on your shoulder along with a grenade launcher, and they power up every now and again. You can kind of see them in the UI. And your other weapons then also have different abilities. These guys have got missiles on their shoulders, and those are the things that you want to zoom in and try to take down.
Right.
It stops them from being offensively effective, and also it is the thing which will weaken them more than anything else.
Basically, the game just wants you to keep on attacking and always be fighting and not thinking to yourself, oh no, I've run out of ammo.
Exactly, and I just got down to 7 health there, and then I killed someone, ran across the right area. I think I ran through some other health as well, and now I'm back up to 77. And I don't do like a perfect job of running around using the environment, like they do in the trailers.
Yeah.
But this is me after probably an hour of playing, and I've tried to leave it unedited, because of course there are quiet moments when you're not just perfectly flowing around the level, but there aren't that many, and it makes you feel incredibly cool. Because you have all of these weapons at your disposal. Like I said, you have these things on your shoulders, flamethrower and grenade. You have the ability to use the chainsaw if you have fuel for it, or on minor characters just all the time. You get to do these glory kills, which will give you extra health, and you can also kind of do a bit of a jump to enemies when you do that. Then you also have a double jump, and you have a dash in the air as well. So you can kind of move 3 times in the air. So you've got like more maneuverability than ever before this time. And when you put it all together with maps which are designed for moving around, it's just incredibly satisfying. And like you said, the whole point is designed to keep you attacking. So you're on the move all the time so you don't get hit, but you're looking for like targets to single out and kill so that you get the resources that you need to stay alive.
Imagine it's the type of game that if you get to know it as well as you know the original Doom, then you'll be able to like almost dance your way. Like you'll learn the routine.
Right.
And you'll dance your way through a level and it will look amazing.
Are you saying that this isn't dancing? I can't believe.
I mean, this is you practicing your dance moves, isn't it?
You see, I've shot a grenade into him, and now I pulled out his
That's
eye.
very nice.
And somebody just spawned right in front of me, and that was
You'd be
good
getting
fun.
a 7 out of 10, I think, if this was like Strictly Come Dancing. But
Right.
like, you've got the potential to make it to the final, I think. Where you
Thanks,
might be getting
man.
9s from Bruno Toglioli.
I like the idea that you could be doing, well, like Craig Revel Hall. I liked some of the form was fantastic, but really, darling,
7.
so that's one of the swing bars that I mentioned that you can, and there are, you can see the kind of grab lifts around. This is just classic hell, you know. It looks so id Software. It reminds me more of Quake than
Yeah,
Doom,
yes, I get that.
There is like a super Quake feel to a lot of it. I thought, looking at the trailers, that you might end up overpowered because of all the things at your disposal. But the way that they've managed that is, I did find myself running out of. So I've chainsawed that guy just to get ammo to back up my point. That I found myself running out of ammunition a lot, which meant changing up my strategy, because I was basically using the shotgun almost all the time. I was grenading stuff that was bigger to kill their weak points, and then you run out of shells really, really quickly, and then you have to do something else. I've got an ability where, because on top of all the other, I will go through this like I said in a different video, but on top of the power-ups and special firing modes that I've mentioned, your suit also has abilities, and on top of that you also just have another level of abilities. Like the loadouts, if you like, are extremely complicated, but just kind of offer you ways to feel more powerful and to kill stuff. There he goes.
There's lots to learn. I don't think it will ever get old for me if I ever end up playing this. Just the glory kills, seeing you pulling an eyeball out and just ripping things.
There are
heads off.
different animations for when you do them from behind as well, which I really
like
appreciate. So this is just a little glimpse at a level that where you basically get to play as one of the Revenants, and that's how you retrieve the super shotgun. And one of the super shotgun obviously shoots 2 shotgun shells at once, so it's quite powerful. But also you can see it has like this winch on it, like a grapple, and I can grapple 2 enemies. This is the only thing I can grapple to are enemies, not other bits of the level. So obviously this is me trying it out for the first time, and I wasn't perfect, but it's just fun. You just grapple towards them and then shoot them, and if they're small they fall to bits.
Grappling's always fun, isn't it?
When you can put it together as well, you can imagine you've got double jump and, like I said, 2 dashes. It just gives you, like, the maneuverability around it is, you could get good at it. I don't think I have here, but you can. In this area, I start off relatively weak, and again, you see I've kept stuff in like that. I missed the shot, but then I hit like a little barrel that's floating on the ceiling, and that led me to do his.
I like how you said it like you've deliberately done this, whereas like in the edit I bet you're like, I'll get rid of all the bits that are bad.
I really
but
haven't.
Look, straight away.
I wish I
could
show you the
amazing straight afterwards, so I'm gonna have to keep that bit in.
That
Damn.
is partly true. Well, also it would disrupt the flow, and there is a flow to it. In a second, I find, and it really was the first time I found it, a secret section which has got an overdrive, which just makes me more powerful, and I sort of see the symbol and I punch it instinctively because I just know that I need to punch those things at this point in the game, and the the power up makes me so much more powerful. It's fantastic. That's coming in a moment.
Their little faces, just all wonky and dead.
Look at his face. Just look at his face. So that was me deliberately jumping to get a slowdown,
That was
so
nice.
that I could zoom in with the function of the chain gun and shoot that guy. Look at me, 14 health, and there really is like a strong sense of are things going to be okay when you get down, and then almost straight away on 125 health,
I like
and
it
then
though, 'cause
straight away back to 67.
if I'm playing a shooter and I find myself on really low health, instinctively I'll just be hiding behind a box. Whereas in this, like, the way to recover is to go out and start hitting things.
Get your
which
rockets
is,
out.
You know, I like it when games encourage you to. They just encourage the fun to continue rather than, you know, having you lull in like a tedious waiting for recovery bit.
Yeah, that makes you feel more powerful, which is cool. I don't want it from every game, but I will accept it from Doom.
Are you going to platinum this game?
I don't know. I didn't. The last one's really hard. So that's the secret I found, and I was like, hey, wait, what's in the secret room? And then just as I was doing that, a new load of horrible bad guys turned up. But it turned out I just stopped thinking about their weak spot. The weak spots are the giant cannons on their arms, and I was like, just gonna set him on fire and shoot him as much as I can. One of the things that really messed me up with Doom 2016. There you go. You can have that.
You just feed him his own
energy
pulsing
core
heart or whatever it was.
Yes, I did. One of the things that really messed me up with Doom 2016 was I always play the original Doom on the top difficult, well, on ultra violence, but I can't play this properly on ultra violence. It's too hard.
Not yet. You can't.
No, not yet. And there is that thing of like, it's easy to kind of get started and difficult to master, and there might be a bit of that to this combat. So these snake guys, never really figured out how to kill them properly. They were messing me up for the entire time that I played this. I played about 3 hours in total. I think there was only 3 places where I died, like over and over again. I had to really think about what I was doing. That's the kill from behind.
Nice.
That was me landing a grenade on him. He didn't seem to mind that much. Missed. Stayed in slow motion so I could do it again. I think he's the last.
These things look horrible.
They move around. They're very difficult. I wasn't sure what weapons to use against them.
Flamethrower, shotgun.
I should have maybe been using the chain gun. Rockets
Dead
worked.
now. He's
Turns
dead now.
out rockets are a good thing to use. Yeah. So look, that's opened the level to the gateway to the last bit of the level that we weren't allowed to show. So that's it for Doom. I just wanted to show it really on PS4. It runs really, really well. Looks fantastic. I love what they've done with the place. Really enjoyed the combat. I'm going to do another video closer to release, which will just show a bit more in depth with a bit more specifics, more like a guide to the combat, because it is